Hi, I'm Ernie Shimizi, and welcome to WVVH-TV's coverage of the Progressive Insurance New York Boat Show. It's the start of a new year, and what could be better than the New York Boat Show? The Progressive Insurance New York Boat Show is here, the longest-running boat show. And this is John Pritko, who's the show manager. He's in charge of this entire event here at the Javits Center. Welcome.
Thank you. 108 years.
108 years. It's the first and the largest boat show in the United States, isn't it?
First and longest running, let's say.
Okay,
Yes.
longest running,
Yes.
Very good. Well, let's talk about this boat show and what you're bringing here, because I know you're offering something for everyone.
Right. Obviously, we got boats. I mean, you can see them all around us. So we got the latest boats, marine accessories, insurance, you name it, we have it here if it's boating related. Got a lot of great features this year as well.
So speaking of the person who's interested in, owns a boat, wants to know what's available, you're here to sell, you're here to offer, but there are also many events for the entire family.
Yeah, well, this is how this show differs. It's not like the auto show or anything like that. You just come and look. It's a boat sale. So if you come to the show, you're going to get the best price on the boat, marine accessories, your best financing, anything that you can think of boating related, we have here, but you're going to get the best deal at the show.
The boat industry is truly an American industry. In reading statistics, the majority of boat manufacturers are small businesses. The majority of boats that are sold in the United States are made in the United States. I mean, this is really made in the USA.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are other things that are being offered, from jet skis to scuba equipment to certain events that are here. And this show runs through Sunday. Could you give us a little bit of insight as to what's going to be offered?
Yeah, I mean, we do have a boat for every lifestyle and budget. We actually have paddle sports here. We call it our Paddle Palooza, where you can get on the people from, be a diver, we're kind enough at nights that they're going to allow us to get out on their pool and do demonstration of stand-up paddle boards, and they have surf tech and stuff like that as well. But DEMA's here with their dive pool, so it's a 15,000-gallon pool that people can actually scuba dive in. One thing that we consider our staple and added value to the consumer is our education. So we start at the beginner level and go all the way to well advanced.
As you can see, there's a lot to offer here at the New York Boat Show. John, we're so happy to be here with you again. We haven't been here with you the entire, how many, 100?
108 years, but neither have we.
108 years, we've been here for a good bunch of it, but our viewers love to see what's happening in boating. They love boating, and you guys produce a great show, so thanks for having us here.
Thank you very much.
For our viewers who want to know a little bit more, the website is?
nyboatshow.com.
nyboatshow.
Yeah, and admission is $15. Kids 15 and under are free, so we're family friendly here.
Keep watching. We're going to show you a little bit of a preview, and then you've got to come down here and see the New York International Boat Show.
Welcome aboard our Progressive boat. How are you this morning?
Oh, this is so fantastic. Danielle, does everyone at Progressive have the same energy as Flo?
Oh, we all do.
Well, this is the Progressive New York Boat Show. So
this is.
You guys are in charge of this whole thing.
We are. We're one of the sponsors, actually.
Wow, what you've created here. Can you show us what
we've actually simulated a beautiful yacht experience. So we're giving away beautiful bags. We are the show sponsor. So we are actually stuffing all of the programs in these bags. So people can have these bags, and whatever they collect around all the other booths, they'll be carrying Progressive with them at all times.
So it's a full Progressive New York Boat Show.
Absolutely,
and,
yes.
Flo approves.
Flo completely approves. We have Pickles here. He approves as well.
That's right. Well,
Pickle does, yeah. So this area, folks are coming by. We're taking beautiful pictures. We have wonderful props. They can take it home with them. We have beautiful printouts, actually. So they can, do we have a picture in here? So you can take a beautiful picture home with you at the Progressive booth today, or get it emailed to you, whatever you prefer. So that's great to put on your boat.
So Progressive is involved in boat insurance also.
That's correct.
So
Boat
automobile.
insurance, absolutely, and boat insurance. And if you have a pet, the beautiful thing is they will put that on pet injury on your quote for free. So
Oh.
yeah, so you can do that here today as well, guys. If you have a pet, if you have Progressive insurance, come on down. We have a booth around the corner. You can talk to one of our insurance reps, and they can get you that pet insurance coverage for free. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, let's take you around and see what else you can do over here.
Let's take a look.
We have our beautiful little boat marina area. So this is our little starboard lounge. This is wonderful. You guys have a drink, you have a little cocktail, you have a beer. Come on over. You can talk about Progressive or anything else that you like. You can entertain your guests.
Oh, this is great.
Isn't that fun? It's a beautiful little area here, just lounging and enjoying the atmosphere.
Sure, you need to sit down every once in a while. You're walking around.
That's right.
Seeing all these beautiful
it's
boats.
a long show.
It's a
12
long
hours
show.
here.
I know.
12-hour days.
Your feet, I tell you. And what is this?
And this is our beautiful brand new fish toss. And at our fish toss, you can win a brand new Progressive hat. So we love these. They fold down. They get in a beautiful little bag. And would you like to wear this? Oh, Leah Christina was going to wear. So we got these gorgeous, brand new, beautiful fishing hats. Look at that.
Look at that. How does that feel?
Feels amazing.
So can I show you how to do a little tossing? Let's see what you, have you prepped your baseball arm, your football arm yet?
I'm warmed up and
Here
ready
we
to
go. All right, so we got these beautiful little Progressive fish, handy dandy little beanbag fish. One for you. So each person gets 3 fish, and you get to try. So you put 1 fish in, you get a free hat.
Okay.
So here we go. So you get to step. I think you're probably a commander or a captain. What do you think? There we go, captain. All right, come on. Here we go. Whoa! One more shot. Oh, almost. Oh, and she's got a brand new hat. That's how it works over here at the Progressive booth.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. You're a winner.
So we'll show you how they come. These beautiful little hats come in these little carry bags. They're perfect for your boat. You can pop them in your purse. You can pop them in, your little locker storage area on the boat. They come like the little frisbees, but they're actually, a brand new Progressive hat. Great for the rain and very fancy, very, very show-stopping here at the Progressive Boat Show.
I love it. That's great.
And we have one more booth to show you. Would you like another hat?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to come on over to this section over here. So this is our area where we're giving away beautiful free gifts. Everyone that comes in today gets a card at the door along with their bag when they walk into the show, and it's redeemable for a complimentary gift. So our gifts are, here's our cards. So Christina got a card today, and she's actually going to come on through. She's going to scan the card, and we're going to see what she's won. All right, Christina, let's see what you got. Pop it up to the screen. Here we go. So here we are. We're going to help her out. And she got a brand new sunblock, Progressive sunblock today. Our other gifts that we have also are, we have our Progressive hand sanitizer, and we got our Progressive chamois. These are great for polishing those brand new boats that you guys are going to buy while you're here.
This is so cool. Wow.
Isn't that fabulous?
I tell you, Danielle, you're making it so much fun for us. And any of our viewers that come down, they can participate, be part of this.
Absolutely. We want anyone and everyone to come and have a great time here at the Progressive booth.
All
So
right.
come on down. We'd be glad to have you.
Hanging out here at the New York International Boat Show with Paul Aversano of Staten Island Yacht Sales, 50 years in business.
That's right. We're a family-owned business. The owner of companies that work every day. So one of the nice things about Staten Island Yacht Sales, you're dealing with the people who own the place. You're not just another number. I've been with the company over 30 years. I started painting bottoms here, and this is my probably 33rd or 34th New York Boat Show.
Wow. Staten Island Yacht Sales.
Yes.
You guys represent a lot of different manufacturers.
Exactly correct.
Some top manufacturers, and we're on one right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are in the cruiser yachts, They're a fabulous boat. They're built in the Midwest. And again, it's a family-owned company who builds them. So they really take pride in what they do. This is one of their new models. It's called a 45 Express. Got a lot of beautiful features. When you pilot the boat, it's called a helm. So what's special about this boat, the new style of Express-style boats, the helm is in the interior. So you're all part of, if you could look around here, you could have people sitting down, having a drink, having a sandwich. What's nice about this, too, on a cool day, you could be piloting inside with the heat on, or on a hot day, you could be piloting the boat inside with the air conditioning on. Now, this also has moonroof. So this comes open, lets a lot of air through. You could use this boat many different ways. It could be all enclosed with your glass doors and your top closed. So then it's almost riding like in a car. And then you could have everything open with a great airflow through the boat, so you get the feeling of being outside. So that's what's really neat about this boat. This also has a special propulsion system. This is all high tech. It's called IPS, and the great part about it has many great parts, but the best part about it is you could dock the boat with a joystick. It's almost like playing a video game. And what's great about this for our clientele, most of them are very successful, and they put a lot of time into their business. They're not professional captains. But this IPS system makes them professional captains because it makes it very easy to dock the boat. It also gives you more speed, less fuel burn, so there's many great benefits to the IPS system. Now, what's nice about this, too, the way Cruiser built the boat, you also have a bottom level with 2 different sleeping areas and 2 different bathrooms. So the benefit to that is you could entertain a lot of people on the boat, and you have a lot of privacy. So I think you guys should own one. What's the story here? Come on.
You know, I think we're sold. This is great.
Cruiser did that's really excellent on this boat. They put their galley aft, means more towards the back. And as you can see, this gentleman's right here. So you can imagine us on a beautiful day out here. Wants a drink or a sandwich or whatever, you have everything around here. You have your cooktop, you have your refrigerator. You could just be serving people right out here. So the cockpit and the interior of the boat are almost one. And that's why the boat is a home run. And it was introduced last October.
It's made here in the United States.
Yes, this is American made. It's made in Wisconsin. Midwest manufacturers are great to work with. Again, it's a family-owned company, and they will bend over backwards cruiser yachts to help a client out. This is called a hydraulic swim platform. So what people do, they actually put another boat on this big boat. So you could put a little tender here. Some of them are jet boats that could go like 70 miles an hour. So you could actually anchor, all right, and then just this platform will come down with a little boat on it, and you could speed off and have a good time. So this got a lot of beautiful features in it. So the sunshade comes in, and once it comes in, it's seamless because it's part of the boat. It's part of the hardtop here. But if you notice with an in, if we were outside, you would get a lot of sunlight back here, which is really neat.
All right, thank you, Paul. New York Boat Show, Staten Island Yacht Sales.
You got it.
This is the man to see.
That's right.
We're joined by Michael Lennon of Marinemax, and we're at the most expensive boat in the boat show.
Yes, sir. This is our brand new Sea Ray 51. We're Marinemax, and brand new introduction for Sea Ray. A lot of new boats this year, and we're happy to be here every year.
Now you're going to give us a tour. This is called the Queen of the Show, and every year one manufacturer has the distinction of being called the Queen of the Show, and this is it. So
Yep.
give us a tour. Let's see what makes this the Queen of the Show.
Well, the big thing for us, the Sundancer series, we start at 24 feet. We go as large as 61 feet. And This is a brand new release. We just introduced it in Yacht Expo in Florida, Merritt Island. And a couple of the big changes you're going to see, we did fixed sliding glass doors on the rear of the boat. And then we've got a beautiful sliding hardtop as well. And that'll give you an upper salon and a lower salon. We feel we've really hit a home run. We're building about 26 of these boats this year. We've sold over 20 already. So we're very pleased. The public's really digging the design.
It's interesting because the design is such that people are embracing it. And why is that? What is the... in fact, let's walk in if you would lead us in, Michael.
Sure. Well, a couple of things, like most of our express boats, we offer a hydraulic swim platform on the back of the boat. You can do a high-low tender, very easy to deploy it. And then a nice large cockpit like all our Sundances. What we've changed tremendously is now you're walking into more of a living room, like a flybridge yacht might have, but in an express configuration. So up top we've got our helm. So Ernie, for power on this boat, we did twin 600 horse Cummins inboards. You can get it in an inboard configuration, which would just have conventional propellers and rudders. You can also buy it with Cummins Zeus pods, which are very popular today. Give you a joystick, let the boat do whatever you do to the joystick, makes it easy to dock, and a little more fuel efficient, a little more speed. But really, we've set up dual displays. Anything anyone would need to navigate the boat, they're good to go. And once again, you could drive seated, you could drive standing. Also unique up here, you've got a roof that opens and a door that opens, so you could kind of be weathered in, air conditioning and heat on. Or a beautiful day like a convertible, you open your top, open your back doors, you've got the air tearing through.
This
goes anywhere up and down the eastern seaboard. Can really travel anywhere. So this is, we're just very, very pleased. Again, you've got a sliding roof. You can have air conditioning and heating in here, or you can have an open air day.
Now there are steps leading downward, and this is the salon down here.
Yep. We kept a very large open atrium here. So you'll see if you look up, you've got a tremendous amount of glass, tremendous amount of light. So if you had a rainy weekend, you don't feel boxed in. You really feel a nice roomy boat. So here again, nice leather sofas. We've got a table that'll come high or low if you want to dine a little bit. Down here, you can dine up top, you can dine out back. So you have 3 different dining areas.
3 different dining areas, and of course, there's the sleeping accommodations.
Yep. So this would be a guest stateroom. This would be a forward, what we call a VIP. And this would be for your best guest. So you've got 2 forward, you've got a private bathroom. This is what we would call our day head. So if anyone needs use of the bathroom aboard, they would use this one here.
So there are how many bedrooms?
This boat will have 2, front and rear. The owners will sleep in the rear. And then there's another pull-out sofa in the middle here. So this boat can really sleep 6 down below. It's
really magnificent. You can see that every inch is plush, and the quality, the wood, the fittings.
This is a matte walnut finish on the boat. You'll see in the bathrooms we do, you can do wood floors, you can do tile. But Sea Ray really gets the ergonomics really done right. You can fit through the boat the right way. You sit, you feel comfortable. Your line of sight, your reach, everything is really done very, very well. And then we're a great performing boat. We're a good-looking boat. We've been the largest manufacturer last 40 years.
Last 40 years, and all made in the United States.
Correct.
That is amazing. Let's check the main stateroom there.
Sure. So we've tried to do here. This is a pocket door that'll close the stateroom off if you like. So it'll just retract. Give you a nice private area. But you've got a owner's stateroom here. Benefit here is it'll give you a quieter arrangement. If it's a little quieter in the rear of the boat, you've got all your TV, audio, and mainly privacy. You want to, at the end of the day, you want to hit the sack. If you do need a bathroom, if you want to open that door right here, you'll see you've got your own private bath. So
for our viewers, check out Marinemax and come to the boat show and take a tour of the Queen. Marinemax offers an entire class of boats here, and you guys have a great complement. What are we looking at here, Michael?
This is a sun deck, which Sea Ray pioneered about 2002. What we try to do is make a runabout that can really tackle anything a family might want to do together. So we really went after water skiing, swimming, picnicking. You know, generally it's interesting. We do rendezvous, and we're on our way to Montauk, and we come through the Hamptons, and we see 3 generations where grandma's on boat with a nice big sun hat. The kids are front picnicking. They just finished pulling a tube, and they're drifting by the back of a golf course, enjoying each other together. But
so this is a fun family boat.
Fun family boat, wide open, and probably the biggest difference is we have a windshield that's about the halfway point of the boat. So you have a very large open bow. You can see four plus. There's a sun pad to fill in if you want to lounge up there. And then behind the windshield, we hide a bathroom where you don't even see it, but if someone needs a bathroom while you're out, you don't have to leave where you are. Someone can take care of their business. And then we usually sit anywhere from 4 to 8 behind the windshield. So we can go from 22 feet right now up to 30 feet in a sun deck. You can put anywhere from that 6 to 8 up to maybe 12. But you've got a ladder off the front, making getting on and off the beach easy. The same on the rear. You've got showers front and rear, barbecues, grills, great ski storage. And what's great is they're good looking, again, very reliable, one of our best selling boats.
So we're looking at a Sea Ray and the evolution of Sea Ray, a great name, great brand over the years. You guys have learned a lot, the movement towards safety, convenience.
We're the leaders for sure, and you know, you get there by listening to owners. We've got top designers in the industry, been with us a long time, and partners like Mercury, Cummins, sister companies that really are the best in their segment. So we try and build a good-looking boat. You can see as you look around, we bring more boats than anybody, so people can really enjoy themselves, look around without being hassled too much. And what's very different versus a car show, you know, we come here, we sell a lot of boats.
Thank you, Michael, for this great tour of Marinemax and what you're offering. Sea Ray, great manufacturer here at the New York Boat Show.
Well, we're happy to be here. We're looking forward to another great year, 2013. And hopefully everybody will come by, say hello, and happy boating to all.
This New York Boat Show has so much to offer. I'm with John Bartels. And John, you've got something very special to show us.
Well, we've got a lot of boats here on display right now. We're in the 320 Sailfish. What we've really found the market is really looking to kind of blend a family all-around boat with a fishing boat, and we've done that really well with our product through the years. We've been in business for over 30 years, and so we've really kind of really, you know, went with what the customer's looking for, and really they're looking for a boat this style, you know, with these features that are on the boat. If you notice up front, we've got forward seating that's comfortable. You can put a table up there, bow filler cushion. So not only is it nice and deep and safe up front, it also gives you the versatility to add some family-friendly features up there as well. So used to be you'd have a fishing boat and a day boat. Now you have kind of a combination of both. So they're really blended well together, and that's really what the customer's looking for these days.
What sets the Sailfish apart from the other manufacturers?
Well, we've got a lot of features on the boat, but I would definitely say, you know, the size of our boats really lend to the safety standpoint for the customer. They're nice and deep, they're nice and wide, and again, probably the other big feature for the boat is they are family friendly. So, you know, again, you don't have to have 2 boats. It just is a nice combination of both.
Well, you feel the higher walls to the, there's something different.
Yes.
That you don't find in other models that are out here. A boat like this, how many people can it carry? And
It's yacht certified, so it's actually rated to carry as many as you like, although we don't recommend that all the time. But, you know, really comfortably you can get 8-10 people on here. You know, it's a great boat for entertaining, but if you want to take 6 guys out fishing, you can do that equally as well.
so you could spend the whole day enjoying yourself. Food, you can Tell us a little bit about a day on this.
A day on
beautiful-
this is pretty versatile. Like I said, if you never fish, it's still a great boat. If you want to fish 100 miles offshore, it does a great job also. So, like I said, it's just the versatility side of the boat that really, is really what we're seeing in today's customer.
And what sort of a power package does it come with?
On this particular boat, we have twin Verado 300s on here from Mercury, and a great performer on this boat, wide open throttle, few people on board. You're going to get, low 50s on it. So it's a great running package. Not that you're going to run that very often, but the power is there if you do want it.
And you're here at this great New York boat show, and you guys are making deals, right?
We're making deals. That's why we're here. So if you get an opportunity to come down, it's a great time to buy. You can't beat the pricing that we've got right now.
All right, everyone, come in and see John Bartels.
Come in and see me.
Sailfish, he's ready to make a deal.
We are. Come down and see us.
And where are these manufactured?
We're actually built in Cairo, Georgia. We're a family-owned and operated company. And then that's really what you see when our boats, the family kind of grew up in the boats, using the boats. So they're really, it's a nice blend, safety and family-friendly fishing features on the boat.
Isn't that the greatest part of this boat show? Most of the manufacturers are U.S. companies,
Yes.
and many of them are smaller companies. Yep. So it's not the quantity, it's the quality of what it is that
Absolutely.
they bring to the show. George Hallenbeck, U.S. Power Squadron, you have something very interesting to show us. Fire is a big nemesis of
all of us, but especially of boaters. And what we want to show you is how to better fight a fire and put it out. We have a simulator here. It's a laser fire extinguisher. And what we're going to show you is an actual simulated fire and how quickly can you actually set it, turn it out. And we're going to show you exactly what it takes. Okay. So here we go. Are we ready?
Yep, ready to go.
I'll set it up. In fact, I'll shoot it. I'm going to set it on. I push the magic button. The system is now running. Fire is coming up. Getting ready. Okay. We're now shooting. Notice I'm shooting at the base of the fire, trying to put it out. Oh, it's coming back on me. I'm not getting it. It's coming up. Still fighting it. I'm running out of stuff. This fire is going to get away from me because I've actually used up all of the. In this experience, I've actually used up all the fire extinguishers it had. Wow. So it didn't put it out. Now, by sheer chance, I just happen to know how to start this all over again. And here we go. We're going to start it again. Here we're going to come up with another blaze. Again, notice I'm sweeping across the base. I'm sweeping underneath the fire to see, keeping it coming across. Let's keep going. We got a fire. It's coming across. Ooh, this one's a nasty one. She's coming back at me. You have flashback, which is the thing that we're trying to demonstrate here at a fire. Again, we've taken it all the way out. We've used everything that fire extinguisher had. And remember, these only have 15 to 20 seconds in a real live fire. You don't have that long. And this is what we're trying to show people, what it really works like, so that they have hopefully they'll never need the experience to know.
So only 15 to 20
seconds in a real live one. And wow. People don't realize that there's so little there.
So
and that's why
and you're not shooting it from the top, you're trying to get it from the bottom.
The critical part to this is pass, P-A-S-S. Point, aim, squeeze, and what you do, spread across the bottom. As you point it toward the bottom, and that's what I've been doing here, even though the fire hasn't cooperated with me right now, that is the best way to get a fire out. And the other thing is, you'll notice I didn't stop. I keep going with this. And the reason I did that is that we don't know whether it's going to be another hot spot. And there's no sense in saving this. Once you start it, you want that fire out.
Excellent. U.S. Power Squadron, George, thanks for the tip.
Always my pleasure.
We've got something special for you. This is Brendan Daly. Brendan, you really know your products. He's with Seaside 3, which is also a great Long Island company. You're based out of...
We're in Lindenhurst, New York, with locations in the Hampton Bays at Mariners Cove as well.
Excellent. You've got something special. This is awesome behind this.
That's correct, Ernie. This is the worldwide debut of the C-34 by Carver out of Pulaski, Wisconsin. We're very happy to be chosen as the dealer to bring this boat to market here at the Javits Center Boat Show. So, Ernie, what I'd like to show you and the viewers is the many benefits this boat has for a family to own, okay? We're standing on the integrated swim platform here, which is very spacious, very handy if you're loading up the boat. You don't have a narrow area. You can do it safely and efficiently. 2 steps up into the cockpit. which as you can see has pretty awesome seating area. Nice wraparound seating. You have an overhang up top, which is nice. You know, if you get a little rain, a little mist, or if you have people on the boat that don't like sun exposure, they can be protected here. There's storage underneath these seating areas, as well as storage underneath the stairwell leading up to the bridge. If you also notice, the doors open, fully integrating the salon area with the cockpit.
These are solid doors here.
These are very solid doors. You know, the Carver Yacht Corporation's been building boats for 60 years. They've got the process pretty well down pat. Very solid frames, solid. They're heavy, they're not light, they're not going to bang around. But what's nice about the way they open is you create one large entertainment area, with the galley being just 2 steps in from the cockpit. If you're serving guests, it makes entertainment that much easier. Full galley, big wide windows, a lot of natural light comes through. The windows will open on the port and starboard side. The seating area here will pop down and form a sleeping area. So it gives you 2 additional spots for people to sleep. So as you can see in the master stateroom, the headroom carries all the way throughout the boat. On competitive models, the slope of the foredeck seriously encroaches on your headroom. What's nice about that is when you're getting into bed, you're not going to hit your head. If you get up in the middle of the night, if you get startled, you're not going to hit it either. There's plenty of storage in there as well. You got 2 opening portholes on either side, port and starboard. A couple of nice reading lights, and the safety hatch directly above the berth.
Well, this is amazing. So, the amount of people that this can comfortably house, bedroom-wise.
Well, you have the capacity to sleep 6 people on this boat. 2 in the master stateroom, 2 in the guest stateroom, and in the salon you have the convertible couch that will fold down into a sleeper as well. Very spacious head on this boat also. The shower area is very large. For a boat this size, it's very cramped in competitive models. We have been able, through design, to keep that area nice and open. Very comfortable to take your shower in here.
The appointments, the fit, the finish, all of those terms that are utilized. I mean, how long has this manufacturer been in business?
Carver's been building boats for 60 years. Their main one facility is in Pulaski, Wisconsin. So what you have is an American design boat, American built boat, built by Americans, keeping Americans at work, bringing great product to the American people. Very nicely situated helm station. All your controls are easily arm's length. Digital throttle shifters, single lever controls. This boat is equipped with a bow thruster, a searchlight. We have the latest and greatest from Ray Marine, the hybrid touch technology. Out front, you got your windlass anchor. There's a compass directly in front of the captain. Excuse me. And nice wraparound seating, which is great for the captain so he's not cruising alone. And then a beautiful sun pad area for that sun lover in the family. Everybody's got one.
I mean, it's so different from many of the other manufacturers that are here with the amount of space that you allocate up front.
So that's important to a lot of families. You know, when you're sitting dockside, this boat gives you several areas where you can relax. You'll have sun pads out front. Your family can sit out there and enjoy nature. You have the wraparound seating in the back. This boat really gives you everything in an amazing 34-foot vessel.
This boat show has a lot to offer, but what you're offering is something that hasn't been, it's being premiered here at the New York Boat Show.
Again, that's correct. This is the worldwide debut for the C-34 by the legendary Carver Marine Corporation. We'd like the public to come down and see this fantastic boat. We are very aggressive on our pricing. This model was designed to be affordable with luxurious appointments, a fantastic build quality. If anyone's in the market for a 34-foot bridge boat, this is the one that you need to come and see. So come on down and see us or view us on our website, www.seaside3yachtsales.com. Please come down. We'd love to take care of you.
The New York Boat Show offers many things to the people who are able to come here and enjoy it. And John Martino, your Annapolis School of Seamanship is pretty amazing what you're bringing here to the New York Boat Show.
Yeah, we have a full line of stuff here. We're going to be doing some seminars. We have the simulator here. You can see Matt's maneuvering a patrol craft in New York Harbor right now. There's a docking challenge over there where there's a pool and a twin screw boat that's operating, and so there's a learning opportunity here.
Tell us about the Annapolis School of Seamanship and what you guys are all about.
We're based out of Annapolis, Maryland, but we travel all over the place, and we offer training for recreational boaters as well as professional mariners and military personnel as well.
So this simulator is something unique to you guys. Tell us, like, what can one learn on this? What levels, what classes?
This simulator here is unique in that it's a transportable system that we've put together, and it's utilizing professional mariner training software, the simulation software. We train recreational boaters on everything from navigation to radar to even docking on this simulator. And it can also be used in a different configuration for training professional ship crews. Now,
are we looking at New York waters?
Yeah, right now you're looking at, it looks like downtown right there in front of us. And maybe Matt can change a view here and rotate down. And you can see the skyline there.
So the classes, you'll be giving classes here at the New York Boat Show?
Yes, we're offering free seminars as well as some paid workshops.
So for our viewers who are interested, what sort of courses are given?
We have courses in diesel engines. We have navigation type courses, electronic navigation, things focusing on collision avoidance and use of radar and automatic identification system, as well as some basic things like how to choose the right boat, what boat's right for me.
And these are all certificate programs?
The free seminars are just information type things, but the workshops, the paid workshops here, we do offer a certificate for.
One of the most important things to know is how to properly navigate your boat. This is something where it's not only buying it, but knowing how to be the pilot of your boat, and you guys are fulfilling an important need in the marketplace.
Yeah, it's really important to know how to avoid getting into collisions, how to stay off of shoal waters and things like that. So, yeah, I'm a big advocate of training, obviously.
We're with Matt. Matt, could you put us through the paces?
Sure, absolutely. Right now we're driving through downtown New York here. You can see on this bottom screen we have a chart plotter here so we can see where we're navigating around to. We have our ship systems here so we can see our speed, where our rudder placement is. We have all of our heading information. Next to that is our radar. So that's where our training with using radar and AIS systems comes into play. And we have our view up here. Just below that we have more instruments so we can see wind. Our courses are true, course over ground, and our heading. We're able to see all around the ship here in a 360-degree view. And then just down here are our controls for our port and our starboard engine. We can speed it up, we can turn, and we can also change our views.
So this is actually looking at the radar. I see like 170, 169. So we're actually seeing that here in the...
Yep, and our navigation information here says our true course is 170, and then it also shows here on our radar we're just about at course 170. So there's going to be a little bit of a difference between true and then what our radar picks up.
With the advent of GPS and all that other sort of stuff, it's really been a major help to...
Absolutely. With GPS and radar and AIS systems, it's made navigating on the water much more safer, much more user-friendly for people to avoid collisions and things like that.
Sarah, you have something really fun to show us. And this is Leah. who's at the helm here.
Hi, Leah. Welcome to the Annapolis School of Seamanship. This is the Powerboat Docking Challenge. The goal of this is to learn how to drive a powerboat that has 2 different engines. So we have our throttles here. When you push them forward, the boat goes forward. When you keep them in the center, it's neutral. Neither engine is spinning. And when you do reverse, the boat goes backwards. The entire goal of this game is to practice behind the lighthouse and then pull the boat out and back it into the middle slip with the 2 longest piers. The way that you turn this boat is by pivoting the port and starboard throttles. So you can go forward here and spin the boat and manipulate it in any way that you'd like. So Leah, why don't you have a go?
Are you up for this challenge?
I am ready for the
Okay,
challenge.
the honor of WVVH is at stake, so
Here we go.
here we go.
There we go. Great job. Forward on the throttles. All right. All right. Okay, both forward. Perfect. Now you're going to go back on your left. Yep. And when you get centered up with the 2 longest piers, you're going to pull both your throttles back. Pull your starboard throttle back. You're doing great. Back all the way in. Great. And then pull back out through the lighthouse. You're a pro. You're a lot better than the guys that do it.
Good job. Excellent.
Thank you.
So how much do we owe you? Any? You had asked if we have insurance, but this is great, and how did it feel? I mean, it's real time.
It was exciting. It was definitely exciting.
It really is hands-on. You can really feel what it's like to drive a bigger powerboat. I mean, you're going to have the same setup here, and when you are doing docking like this, you don't use the steering wheel because you're not moving fast enough, so you really do steer with your engine. So this is great hands-on.
We're with Chad Robertson. You're well represented here. This is
We are. We got a good group of guys here today.
You know, finally, I found something I can afford.
There
And
you
you
go.
guys are here to make deals here at the New York Boat Show.
We are. We bought the factory 4 months ago, and our game is to bring boats that people can't afford. This is our new 17-foot Interceptor, and this boat, the payment on this boat, believe it or not, is at $231 a month. The boat comes factory with a wakeboard tower, speakers. We have a product called Ski Vision. Ski Vision allows you to drive the boat and see behind you, see the skier with safety in mind. Also, the Ski Vision converts to DVD. It's a touch screen MP3 iPod port player as well. So this is a boat that everybody can afford. And just so you know, our motto is we're everybody's boat company.
You're everybody's boat company. This is so flashy. If it was a car, it would be the hottest looking car. Probably get a lot of tickets because
That's right. That's right.
But this is unbelievable. And these are all manufactured in the United States.
In Southwest Georgia. Factory's been there for 26 years.
And now it's part of your company line, which includes a lot of other
Yes,
boats
sir.
over the years.
Yes, sir.
So what sets this apart for the price range for this type of, for this part of segment of the market? People who buy this boat, what are they looking for?
Well, the boat has features, and it's got bolster seats. It's got the amenities like the wakeboard tower, the lights. This seat folds down into a bench. It's just a practical boat that, again, everybody's boat company. This is a boat that everybody would be proud to be seen in. It's affordable, and it gets the job done.
So you guys are going to be here for the boat show through the entirety. If people are interested in reaching out to you, do you have a website?
We are 4 months old, and our website is not up yet. That is a good question, but you can come to the show. We have boat show specials that end on Sunday. So if you're interested in buying a boat, if you have any need whatsoever, you can come by and see us. We're at booth E47.
So any one of these guys could make a great deal with
All these guys can do it.
All right. Sounds good, guys. All the success at this great New York Boat Show. Ray, The Safe Harbor, what's that?
This is a cooperative project from New Jersey Department of Transportation, Marine Resources, and the U.S. Coast Guard Sector, New York. And what it is, it's a free online educational boating video series describing the multi-user environment of the Port of New York and New Jersey. So it's a documentary-style film weaved in with some safety messages from the first-person perspective of all the different users in the port. So the big container ship pilots to passenger vessel captains to paddlers to sailors all cooperate and recreate in the port. So what we've done...
We're looking at it right here, aren't we?
We are. So there's 5 videos. There's the pilot's Operation Clear channels to keep the shipping channel clear. We have motorboaters, paddlers, sailors, and the pilots. And this is a whole online resource as well, so boaters can go and get security zone updates and marine event updates from the Coast Guard in New York. Boaters who are coming from the Long Island area or from upper reaches of the Hudson River when they're transiting through the port can get really good information about the very specific nuances and information about the port. So when the United Nations is in assembly, there's a whole port closure on the East River. Not many people know about that. It's a rolling open and a rolling close. It's a very specific set of security zones that are in place. This is the kind of information that's unique to New York or the Port of New York and New Jersey, and it's what we're trying to give out free to all boaters who transit the port.
And how would they access that information?
It's all website driven, so everything's on the website. It's thesafeharbor.us. The video series are there, links on how to get good training and boater safety courses from the Power Squadron and the Coast Guard Auxiliary. If you're a kayaker, you can learn how to take classes. If you're a sailor, you can learn how to take classes, and all specific to New York City and the port. It's very unique and specific to this area.
What could be more appropriate than to be with Tony, who's with Hampton's Watercraft and Marine, and we're looking at the 210 Montauk. It's good to see you again, Tony.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
You've been with us before, and this is the 2013, and this is new for 2013, the 210 Montauk.
Yeah, this is a new boat from Whaler. Actually just won an award down at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show for being the best center console under 30 feet. It gives you a lot of room in a boat, and also gives you the ability for water sports. You see this nice tower that it has on it for towing, skiing or wakeboarders. It has a T-top on it for sun protection, and it has rocket launchers that come out of the back of that for fishing rods, so you can fish the boat well. It has a live well in the back. The reversible pilot seat gives you plenty of options for the captain to sit versus standing versus sitting. And then the bow area gives you a really broad area for lounging and getting out in the sun if you choose to do that.
Fishermen love Boston whalers, safety, I mean the whole history, the heritage, and it seems they continue to evolve. Every year they come out with something new, and you're very proud of this latest.
Yeah, well, Boston Whaler is the only unsinkable, truly unsinkable boat on the market, and they construct their boats very differently than other manufacturers do. Costs a little bit more to do that, but you get a boat that lasts a lifetime, lasts multiple lifetimes, and gives you the safety of unsinkability, so you can always feel, no matter what conditions you are, if the boat ever got swamped and filled with water for any reason, it would still float upright and would give you a lot of protection from the elements.
Tony, your company, you're a Long Island company, coming to this show, what does this show mean to you guys?
It's our kickoff to our new year, right after the New Year's here. The New York Boat Show has always been very strong for us. We sell a lot of boats, we meet a lot of new customers. We meet a lot of our existing customers that come visit us. We have several different displays here, and we're very proud to be a Boston Whaler dealer.
So for our viewers, if you're interested in Boston Whaler, but you also represent a number of other manufacturers, of course, but you're here at the New York Boat Show with Boston Whaler, and you've really got and you guys are making deals, right?
Yeah, no, the manufacturers have great incentives. The engine companies have incentives. Us as a dealer, we have extra incentives. So when you package all of that up, it's the perfect time to buy a new boat.
Okay, Boston Whaler, come and see Tony. This is the place to be. So, Richard, the U.S. Power Squadron is represented here.
Yes.
At the New York Boat Show. What is the U.S. Power Squadron?
Power Squadron is a volunteer organization across the entire country and Puerto Rico, and we're affiliated with Canada. We do, basically our mission is to teach the public safe boating, more than anything. And we offer courses ranging anywhere from basic boating for the public up to celestial navigation or anything else as much as you'd like to learn.
So you mean after I buy the boat, I should learn something about it?
Learn something, yes, yeah, and you really should. I mean, I had a small boat. I didn't worry too much about it. When I got a bigger boat and realized a lot of things that could go wrong, it helps to learn. And unfortunately, in this country, in this state even, you can just buy a boat up to 50, 60 foot and take off and go. There's no instruction or anything else. It's the silliest thing. So we try and prevent these catastrophes and disasters on the water more than anything else.
Okay, now you're going to show us something here
Yeah,
because
this is basically when you moor your boat, you use what's called a cleat hitch. Okay, you come in, the cleat is on the dock, and basically what you're doing is tying your boat up so that it's not going to leave. Okay, you just come around like that, around like so, tighten it up, and bingo, you're all set.
And that does it.
That'll hold you. Yeah, and then there's other kinds of knots, the bowline, which you can use. This is one of the most useful knots on a boat to tie a noose, or not a noose, a loop, I should say. If you want to throw it over a piling or something like that, and I left myself too short a line, but it'll still work. There you go, and this will never tighten. It stays just the way it is, so it's convenient. And then you just throw that over a line, and your boat is tied up.
I think I've got to take that 80-hour course
to
learn how to do it.
8-hour course. 8-hour course will do it.
I looked to my left and I saw the wave cresting over at the top of our boat. My last thought was, I knew we're both going in.
In August of 2008, Scott Douglas and his brother-in-law, Rich St. Pierre, were fishing off of Nantucket Island in a 26-foot regulator that Scott Douglas had named the Queen Bee.
I was at the helm. Scott was putting the gear together in the back. I turned around and looked at Scott and I said, "Are we all set?" And then we both heard this noise and looked up to the left of us, and there was a wave that was about 5 or so feet above the top of the bimini top.
And the wave was large enough that my last thought was, I knew we're both going in.
Next thing I knew, we were both in the water, and the boat was happily sailing away from us under power. And I looked at Scott. I said, I don't think I can make it to shore.
Rich had just had open heart surgery a year before, so his upper body was, wasn't as strong as his lower body. And if anybody was going to save anyone, I had to go in for Rich.
The last thing Scott Douglas said he saw when he got to shore and he turned around, he saw the Queen Bee was this yellow boat out in the surf, and it was drifting away from him, and that was the last time he saw it. For 3 years and 5 months, it floated in the ocean, and it floated some 3,500 miles northeast to the Bay of Biscay off the northern coast of Spain is where it was found in January of 2012.
Hi, Joan. Great meeting you.
Nice to meet you,
And this
Ernie.
is the New York Boat Show, and you've got a very interesting story to tell us.
Oh, I have a great story to tell you. The boat behind me is called the Queen Bee. It's a Regulator 26. It was lost at sea in August of 2008, recovered in Spain in January of 2012.
How many miles is that from
Thousands and thousands. We don't know how many times it may have gone around in a loop before it finally ended up in Spain. There were 6 hurricanes in the North Atlantic during that time frame when it was lost. So we just, where it went, I wish we did know, because I think it could tell a great story.
It's such a great story because it survived going across the ocean on its own. What a story to tell.
It's an awesome story to tell of American craftsmanship, made in America. When the boat came back to North Carolina back in the summer, it took us about 6 months to actually get it from Spain, to go through all the red tape of getting it from the Spanish government and to get it home. And we reunited it with its owner. But when we brought it home, we had many of the same employees that built this boat in 2003 were on hand for the unveiling of it when we brought it home.
And aside for some trim being pulled off, whatever, the the rest of the integrity seems fine.
The integrity of the boat is great. One of the things that we could do with this boat right now today would be to rewire it, put a new fuel tank and some new engines on it, and this boat would be ready to go again.
So the hull is intact?
The hull is intact. The hull is intact. We can see where it took some sort of impact on the port side here. We believe probably while it was out at sea, maybe a ship hit it. That's what we like to think happened to it. And that's probably what took the deck cap off of it. But with some minor work to it, we could bring this boat back.
A little bit about your company, Regulator. Is it a family-owned company?
It is a family-owned business. My husband and I started Regulator in 1988 in an old A&P grocery store. So America's a great place. You can start a company, build a company, and build incredible products here with good people.
Regulator is here at the New York Boat Show, and you've got something very special to show us, Joan.
Oh, I do, Ernie. I'm excited to show you the new 34 center console. You want to come aboard and take a look?
Oh, this is magnificent. Let's look at the Regulator. This is something new here at the Boat Show, and this model is called?
The 34 center console.
All right.
Come on, let's take a look. The 34 is the largest boat in our lineup, Ernie. We had offered this boat before with a starboard seat that went all the way around the front of it, and our fishing crowd said, wait a minute, we cannot fish this boat the way we want to fish it. You need to open it up, make it a true center console for us. So we went back in last January and started doing some new tooling changes and introduced this boat in the fall of 2011. So this is the first time that it's actually been shown up here in New York.
Looking at it, you have Yamaha engines in the back. I mean, this can really move, can it?
This boat can really move. This boat can run in the 50-mile-an-hour range, high 50-mile-an-hour range. So this is a lot of speed for a boat that's 34 feet plus. By the time you put the engines on it and the bracket, this boat pulls lengthwise about 38 feet. So it's a pretty large boat.
So you can go fishing, you can go cruising, you could enjoy this boat.
Absolutely, all of the above.
I could see a lot of family and friends enjoying themselves.
Absolutely, and that's what we want people to see, is that although our reputation is built off the fact that we're a fishing boat company, we don't forget that people have families. So we put some amenities on here. But the biggest thing that we want to do is make sure that our customers are safe in every boat that we build. And so the boats are really overbuilt. They're heavy, but they're just incredible. I cannot describe to you what it feels like to run and to fish on a Regulator. So I wish I could put you on it today and let you feel and see that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be, but it's kind of hard in here.
It would take a lot of water here at the Javits Center, even though we had plenty of water coming into this place a few months ago. But you have so much love and pride for your company, your products, the things that you do, and that really shows. That's really what we're taking away from this New York Boat Show, that it's families like Joan's family, the Maxwell family, who are American families who are in boating and create these great boats.
America's made up of a lot of small companies, and we are one of them. But there's a lot of American manufacturing that's done, and we're in a real small town. There are only 5,000 people in our town, so there are probably more people right now in the Javits Center than are in our whole town. But to have an opportunity to build boats that go literally all over the world is very humbling to us.
How many have you manufactured since that beginning in that A&P, that shopping center?
Gee whiz, probably about 3,500 boats at this point. Over 1,500 of our single most popular model, which is the 26.
For our viewers, they have a number of reasons to come to the New York Boat Show. Number one, to see the Queen that we just saw.
Yeah, the Queen Bee.
The Queen Bee that survived from Nantucket all the way to Spain.
Yes.
And you guys went and brought it back from Spain back here, back to the United States.
Yes, we did.
And of course, the latest models of Regulator. Do you have a website?
We do, www.regulatormarine.com. Take a look.
All right, we invite our viewers, if you can't make it down to the boat show. But Joan, all the best to you and your family and what you represent. You represent the best of what America's all about. And keep on making those great boats. The New York Boat Show will be here at the Javits Center through Sunday. You could also find out more by going to nyboatshow.com. For WVVH, I'm Ernie Shimizi.